Your Excellency President Tony Tan Keng Yam of the Republic of Singapore, members of the Singaporean delegation, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the government and people of the Republic of the Philippines, allow me to welcome Your Excellency and the members of your delegation to our country. We are pleased to host Your Excellency for your reciprocal visit following my state visit to the Republic of Singapore in March of 2011. Our two countries share a history of friendship and common ideals. The President and I engaged in fruitful discussions on how our relations can be further strengthened towards expanding areas of cooperation and solidarity. Singapore was one of the first countries to reach out to the Filipino people in the wake of Typhoon Yolanda or Haiyan. And the assistance that their people and government gave is deeply appreciated. Singapore deployed a civil defense force team to assist the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Activities. They also deployed a C-130 aircraft to support ferrying operations between Tacloban and Manila. This is on top of the cash and in-kind donations consisting of $33,600 in emergency supplies, $96,000 in relief goods, $160,000 as seed money for the Singapore Red Cross Typhoon Haiyan fundraising drive. Fundraising efforts by the private sector, business, non-government organizations, the academe, as well as the overseas Filipino community in Singapore have raised more than $10 million, all for the survivors of the typhoon. Singapore's generosity will indeed be remembered with gratitude. I am pleased to note that part of His Excellency's itinerary is a visit to Basay, Western Samar, where he will present medical supplies to the Basay District Hospital, which is a joint rehabilitation project of the Singapore Red Cross and the International Committee of the Red Cross. Our government's plan is to build back better, stronger, and more resilient communities, and the speedy rehabilitation of health service facilities in affected areas is key to these efforts. I've always said that we Filipinos never forget the kindness extended to us by friends, and I reiterate that now as Singapore continues to lend a helping hand. President Tan and I also discussed our country's defense and security cooperation, which includes high-level training, educational, and intelligence exchanges. The Philippines proposed the holding of a defense dialogue in order to further strengthen our cooperation. We also welcome the opportunity to host this year's ASEAN Defense and Security Exhibition on July 16 to 18, 2014. I believe that strengthening defense and security cooperation between the Philippines and Singapore is key to maintaining regional stability. We also discussed the revival of the Philippine-Singapore Action Plan as a mechanism for expanding bilateral discussions between our countries. The Action Plan provides a consolidated framework for strengthening our bilateral cooperation, covering expansive areas including trade and investments, information technology, education, culture, defense, and people-to-people exchanges. I look forward to the implementation of initiatives in these areas, knowing that it will have a positive impact on relations between the Philippines and Singapore. Today, the Philippines is indeed reaping gains from our drive for transparency, accountability, and integrity, not only in governance but also in the private sector to enhance our business climate. Authorities both here and overseas have acknowledged our increased competitiveness as an investment destination. This in turn has created an ideal environment that is facilitating growing trade between the Philippines and Singapore. We are indeed encouraged by the increasing presence of both Philippine and Singaporean companies in each other's countries, and we believe this bodes well for the future. As such, we also discussed the expansion of cooperation with Singapore in the fields of infrastructure and construction, tourism facilities, information technology, business process management, shipbuilding, logistics services, and agribusiness. We also extended an invitation to Singapore to participate further in the Philippines business sector, specifically to the Philippine-Singapore Business Council. As President, my duties encompass ensuring the welfare of all Filipinos both here and abroad. As such, I wish to thank the Singaporean people and government for the hospitality they have extended to around 180,000 Filipinos in Singapore, which is a vital part of the people-to-people exchanges that foster greater understanding and strengthen relations between our countries. Indeed, Singapore is a true partner of the Philippines, and we are hopeful that this visit will give our countries more opportunities to deepen our engagement. On this note, may I wish President Tony Tan Keng Yam and his delegation a truly fun stay in the Philippines, especially since this is This is his first state visit to our country. Whether in his further interactions with the Philippine business community or in his visit to Basay, I am sure that the rest of his activities will be as meaningful and productive as our discussions today. Your Excellency, your visit today reaffirms the warm and cordial relationship between our two countries, and we look forward to further strengthening our ties and moving forward as strong partners for progress who share the goal of empowering our peoples and propelling our countries in our region to even greater heights. Thank you.